Okay, good day traders. Today we are going to go through intraday trading, right? Intraday trading, or basically the market maker. Intraday trading, or types of intraday trades, right? So I'll take you through. So intraday trading, types of intraday trades. So we have three types. We have type 1, we have type 2, we have type 3. Okay, so all of these are based on what happens after the Asian session. Okay, so the type 1, this is the Asian stop hunt. Okay, out of the Asian box. Okay, out of the Asian box stop hunt. You'll understand when I explain now. And this one, Asian box support or resistance is held. Okay, type 2, and then a type 3, type 3 Asian box. So we get a W or M within the range. Okay, so the Asian box, Central African time, that's the first 8 hours, first 8 candles of the day, from 12 to about 7:38 a.m. Central African time. So we're saying based on whatever happens after there, where the setup forms is what will give us the type of trade. Okay, so if you don't know this, please go and watch the video on timing. So what we basically have is we have this box here. This is the start of the day. So this is the first 8 hours. If you don't have the indicator, just mark off however your charts will be playing up and down in here. Sorry, up and down in there, somewhere like that. So we have this box which shades off. If you don't have the indicator, you can get it, just download it at marketwisetraders.com under tools, or you just get a box and you draw off the first 8 H1 candles, the first 8 hours, Central African time, right? So a type 1, what we are saying is that price is moving like this. So if it's a type 1, we say if we are looking for, remember, depending on where the peak is, if the peak is down here, the peak formation is here, then we're only looking for longs, right? So the peak formation low is down there. So we come to this day, we're only looking for longs, right? So we are expecting, if it's a type 1, which occurs, we say when it comes now into London, we are saying that we will see the dealer stop hunt low somewhere here, if it forms a W, and then he goes long. Okay, so this is a type 1. Okay, so type 2, we have our Asian box here, our Asian range, right? This is now a different chart, guys. I'm just showing. I'll show you with the chart. We're saying price plays around, okay, inside here. The price is playing around there during Asia. It comes out of Asia. So the type 2, we're looking for a buy. We're saying that it comes, the dealer comes, he forms something like that, and he goes, right? Meaning that he maintained this low. Where price came here, he did not break this low. Here he broke the low. Then we have what we call the type 3 setup. These are for longs going up. This is your Asian range, Asian box range. Price is playing around here, It's playing around inside that Asian range. And we're saying when it comes here, it doesn't even meet the low of Asia. It comes here like this, and it goes long. Okay, so this was the low of Asia, the Asian range. He did not meet it. Here he just matched Asian low. Here he stop hunted. stop 100, and then he went. So this is type 1. Okay. This is type 2. Okay. This is type 3. Okay. So I have this picture, and now let's just look at the charts, and we'll see if I can show you something from the charts. Let's see these patterns, they happen every single day. So basically, just take a major. What can we take? Pound. Okay. I'll go down to M15. So here we can see the peak was formed some time back. It's been resetting this dealer. So we'll be looking for longs. Let's just have a look at this. Let's just see. You already know he made a peak. This seems like it was a peak reset here. So let's say we had this structure already formed. So we had already had this structure formed. So when we came to this day, what did he do here? It looks like he just formed a type 3. Can you see that? Formed a type 3 of a pattern here. Can you see this? Type 3 for a buy. This is your Asian range here, which I was drawing for you. Asian range. Notice how when he came out of Asia, he just came with a W there. And look at this shift, look at this candle. Shifted the zone away from yesterday. He went up. This was just to give people false hope. But this was a long. This was a type 3, as you can see. In the intraday, you could have got something. Let's just see how many pips were on offer for the day. Just about 40 pips. Stop loss about 30 pips. Okay. So let's just see. We'll still be long here. And there you can see here is a type 1. Lovely type 1. It was 22nd of February. Let's look at this. We're still long, remember, because we saw the anchor point just formed, the peak formed just 2 days back. So in this situation, here's a type 1. Look at this. Here's your Asian box here. Look at this one candle stop hands to the 200. Look at that clean W. And your dealer goes away. Let's see how many pips you would have got here. If you would have entered even anywhere there. Stop loss. About 40 pips. Take profit could have been even 50. But he went even further to 70 plus. Okay. So far we've seen a type 3, a type 1. For here now, after he's moved twice, you might be looking for shorts after that. But yeah, he gave us here. Of course, he came back in London, but this is lovely because he's shown us again here. This is a type 2. Guess you can say type 2 because just there, you see, he just touched the Asian low. They gave a type 2, even if you took the London setup over here to go long, or if you came back in New York, this is New York session, and he went long. Okay, but I think this was this a Friday? Okay, I'm not sure what day this was. But after those pushes, you don't really want to remember 3 pushes to the cycle. But anyway, seems like he reset. So what I'm interested in showing you is intraday. You've got your anchor point, and you've got, there you go, your lovely W there. So as you can see, he didn't give you the profits that same day, but the next day he gave it to you. But there's just one more point which I'll add before I finish talking on intraday. So as you can see, anyway, this is a type 2. That's the main thing I want you to get to see. You maintain the Asian low here. This is a type 2 of a pattern. Maintain the Asian low. This is a type 1 of a pattern. Look at how wonderful this is. Because you see there's a stop hand there. And I said this is a type 3 of a pattern because we said it came and it formed the W just there. No, I chose a good bit. And it went up. Okay, so those are for buys. The opposite is true for sells. Okay, so maybe we can see on today, has he performed anything yet? Okay, seems to be consolidating. And once you're once your Asian range is blown, like you see, if your Asian range is more than 50 pips, just leave that pair alone. Okay. So that's one more thing when you're dealing with the intraday setups. Just make sure your Asian box or your Asian range is less than 50 pips. If it's more, I would not advise you to take it. Okay, so that's one point. The next one is always trade away from the peak. Okay, so if it's a peak formation low, you're looking for buy setups. Okay, it's a peak formation high, you're looking for sell setups. Okay, so yeah, that I think is basically it. Maybe we can just look at one more chart to see. So like what I was showing you just there with pound is that after the cycle is coming to end, remember we said this is our market maker cycle on H1, like this, like this, like this. Okay, so you'll be wanting to take intradays somewhere from the peak, second leg there, the first level, the second level. When it comes to this day or this level here, you don't want to be taking trades there. Okay, I'm saying these will be probably dividing days somewhere like this here. So you don't want to be taking a trade here when the peak is down here. Okay, the same is true if you're going for peak formation high, you want to be taking them down there. Okay, those are your intraday. So you just take your profits at New York or end of New York session. You take it there, you take your profits there, right? And make sure that your Asian range is less than 50 pips, your Asian box there. Okay, let's see if we can see some sells which occurred. Which pair was selling? I think CAD was selling. Let's have a look at CAD. Okay, you can see there was a reset here. There's a reset on CAD. All right, let me just, until I can speed up here. My computer. Right. So as I'm saying is CAD has been selling. There was a peak formation high reset. So let's see what we can see. Already here you can see, okay, this was my peak formation high. It was a reset actually on that day. This is the M15. So I'm looking for sells. So here we go. Here's the type 1 of the sell. There's my Asian box here. You can see the dealer comes, gives me a setup in New York. Same day I'm out with my TP there, stop loss somewhere there. Okay. Let's see. Next day, what did he do? Came and gave another type 2 there. Right. And now here was another type 2 of a sell there. Here, sorry, that was the type 1 of a sell. Here is the type 2, maintaining the Asian box high. This was on 24th of February. Notice you could have taken it there, but that's not such a clean setup. New York gave us a nice one there. You could have taken your sell stop loss above high of the day, taken your entry somewhere there. Even here, you should be happy with TP for the day, or you can wait till end of the day. That's a type 2. Let's see how many pips we're on offer here. Stop loss of about 40 pips, 45 pips. TP, that's like a 1-to-1, 40, or end of the day, it gave you like about 60 pips. So that's a type 2 of a sell. And it seems today it was something of a type 3. Let's just see. Doing a New York reversal maybe. But there was a short sell here. Remember I told you once the cycle is exhausted, you don't want to be taking those sells. But this is a This is a type 3. There you go. Type 3, your stop be anywhere there. Intraday. So if your entry was somewhere there, stop would have been somewhere there, 25. You could have got 30 pips. So just always remember, have your risk to reward ready and trade away from the peak. So those are the 3 setups. I hope this has helped you, and happy trading.
Learn, then earn money online. You control your money. You control the risk and the reward. Start from as little as $10. Stop losing to get-rich-quick scams and pyramid schemes. Learn a legitimate skill of online trading. Already a trader? Stop donating to brokers. Become independent. Stop relying on signals and careless account managers. Learn to trade the market maker way. Take our course and follow the rules of big banks and smart money. Get wisdom. Get understanding. Get wealth. Contact MarketWise Traders today